Court is back in session. Take a seat.
Recording in progress.
All right, I think at this point we were ready to bring the jury in and begin the recorded video. Is that correct? Yes. And we are ready to bring the jury in. Just for your information, the jurors had asked if they could be updated on the medal count in the Olympics and this particular events, and whether they could watch the Hall of Fame game. I don't know that that latter one is possible, but I did give them a brief overview of what the results were from last night's Olympics. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you had a good lunch. I would just remind you, this is a video recording that I have gone through a transcript with the lawyers involved, and there are certain portions of this video that I believed, in an erring on the side of caution, should be omitted from this because it doesn't have any bearing on what you have to decide in this case. So there will be some sections of this recording, I'm assuming, is it just muted or is it going to be omitted? So. All right, so it's basically what you're going to see. If it jumps around anyway, it's because of something I've ordered that be removed. So just bear with us. And we are ready, Mr. Crouch.
Agent Neese, before we broke for lunch, you testified that you had conducted an interview with the defendant.
That's correct.
And the interview is recorded.
It is.
Both audio and video.
Audio and video.
May I approach the witness?
You may.
Agent, is this a copy of the recording?
It is.
On disc.
It is.
Move that as the next exhibit.
The exhibit 210, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And Your Honor, we have transcripts for the jury to follow along with.
All right, and we will distribute transcripts to the ladies and gentlemen in the jury.
May we proceed?
Ready?
And Agent Neese, where did this interview occur?
This occurred at the freestanding ER that Dr. Hadley testified that he was working at TriStar Natchez ER on Highway 46 in Dixon.
Okay. And Mr. Etheridge, if you'd hit play.
Today's date is Friday, June the 1st, 2018. Time on hand is 2:55 p.m. be Special Agent Nathan Neese with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Special Agent Jim Scarborough with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, be conducting an interview with Stephen Joshua Wiggins, Wiggins, end of leader. Interview will take place at Natchez Trace Hospital in Dixon, Tennessee, Dixon County.
Hey. Come on, Mr. Wiggins, if you have a seat over here, I gotta check your phone. My name is Jim Scarborough, I'm with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
I'm Nathan Neese, special agent with the TBI as well.
Good, have a seat right there, sir.
Just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. There was some dead time. Are we following the transcript, Agent Neese? Are we on the bottom of page 2 where it says I'm Nathan Neese, special agent with the TBI as well?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir, I got you. You on there good? Yeah. All right. Here's your soda. Here's your soda. You wanted a Coke, right? All right, here's your Coke. I understand you haven't had a lot to eat. There's some food over here. Just let me know. Donut?
Donut?
Good.
Well, while he's getting that, I'm gonna just explain something to you, and before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to answer any questions or make any statements unless you want to. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything which you say can be used against you as evidence. You have the right to consult with a lawyer and to have the lawyer present during the questioning. If you want a lawyer but cannot afford one, a lawyer will be provided for you without charge before any questioning. And if any time during the questioning you want to stop answering questions or to consult with a lawyer before continuing to answer questions, you may do so and remain silent. You go by Stephen or? Okay. Stephen, I just want to ask you, you understand each of those rights I've just explained to you? And with those rights in mind, I just want to have a conversation with you and just talk to you a little bit. Just me, you, and Jim, man to man. You willing to have a conversation with us with those rights in mind, please? We'll could possibly get to that in a little while, but you willing to make it and talk to us and have a conversation with us, make a statement? And I understand that I can see you and things like that. Can you answer me verbally that you shake your head and affirm? Yes. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're willing to sit down here and talk with us. The handcuffs a little uncomfortable. Just don't give me any issue. We're going to have a conversation man to man. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm going to treat you with respect that you deserve. You're a human being, and that's.
Stephen, let me ask you a question while he's doing that, if you don't mind. What's your date of birth?
1986.
12/1986. And what's your current, like, where do you live?
I'm in the middle of moving.
You're in the middle of moving? Alright. Where did you live before? Do you remember that? What was your last address? I guess that's the...
Yellow Creek Road.
I'm sorry, I said
938 Road.
938 Yellow Creek Road?
Sorry about that.
What about a good phone number to contact? Cell phone or a home number?
615, it's my wife's number.
615
347
347
7031.
Say it.
7031.
70.
I mean, it's 30.
That's okay, man. Take your time.
347 3071.
307. Okay, and you said that's your wife's number?
Kind of
Huh?
347.
There you go. Does that help? If you look at the phone there?
3.
That's okay. No, that's okay, man. I appreciate you trying though.
Is that the only phone number you have? Is that hers? Or do you have one?
I mean, that's mine. She hers is out right now.
Oh, okay. All right. And the reason that we're gonna talk to you is about the incident that happened out on Tidwell Switch. Okay? You're sorry?
Stephen, I'm gonna have to ask you to speak up, my friend.
I'm sorry.
Well, we understand that. That's what we want. That's what we're trying to kind of get an understanding of what happened, what transpired, what sequence of events. Okay, we're not, like Nathan said, you're a man.
He started screaming at me for no reason. Okay, and he went to draw his gun, and I didn't even have mine in my hand or nothing. I don't know why he started screaming at me. Out of the blue, he just started.
We'll walk out with
But
it.
he hadn't even remember my name or nothing.
Okay.
He just started screaming at me. I don't know why. I was trying to get out the door was messed up. He asked me to step out. And I was trying to get out of it, and it was messed up. And he started screaming at the top of his lungs at me. He just started screaming at me. And he runs around to the passenger side, and he starts pulling her out of the car, and he grabs his pistol. And I'm sorry.
You see what?
I cracked mine. And I know he hadn't seen it or nothing because it was tucked up under the seat and I wasn't intending on using it on him. I really thought he was going to kill me. But my wife, I don't know why he started screaming.
You said you grabbed it. What happened after that? What'd you do?
I just grabbed it. I just squeezed it until it didn't fire on me. I was scared.
And like you said, I understand it's tough. It's a tough situation, but I'm not here to judge you. I just want you to tell me the story you want to tell me. Okay?
I don't know why. I don't know why he started screaming at me. No, I don't. I hadn't done anything at all wrong with it. I was cooperating. I was going to get out. My door was messed up. And then all at once they started flipping out and screaming at me. And I don't carry a gun or nobody. And I do it just to keep myself safe.
Okay?
Because I've been robbed and I've been shot at and
Sure.
it's hard to get a job. Man, it's hard to get a job.
So Stephen, when he came around the vehicle, you were telling us what happened. What was he coming? Take us from where you just said he didn't see the gun. Take us through that to help us kind of understand. Because I mean, we do know a lot of things, but we don't know. What happened from your point of view at that time.
I don't know, man. He just started screaming at the top of his lungs and
What was he screaming at you? Do you remember?
He was screaming, "Get out of the car! Get out of the car!" I don't even know why he wanted me out of the car. Begin with, he walked up and he asked what was going on. I told him we had a flat tire and I had a friend on the way. And he was like, okay. And then he started just
Did he ask you for any ID?
He asked me for my ID. And I told him I wasn't sure exactly where mine was because the car was packed to move.
Okay.
You know, and everything, it was, and he was like, okay, and he asked my wife her name and so forth. And she said, who's going here?
I understand. But the quick.
But he asked her name and social. And he asked me my name. And I told him, and then he just started screaming at me to get out of the car. Like he didn't run, he hadn't microphone, he hadn't done nothing. He just started screaming at me to get out of the car. I don't even think, that's not even decent anymore, is it?
Well, what happened after he was screaming?
And he started screaming, get out. I started trying to open my door, and it's messed up.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, look, I gotta use this pair of pliers down here. He's like, okay. And he steps back and he's got his hand on his bed. Well, I get the pair of pliers and I'm trying to get the two levers. Because there's two rods in there, you gotta use one to unlock, one to open. I was like, okay, I'm coming, can you get out of the passenger side? I was like, yeah. And he's like, put your hands on the steering wheel. I put my hands on the steering wheel. And he walks around and like he's trying to yank my wife out. And I mean, I know she hasn't done nothing wrong.
Okay.
And he goes to draw his pistol on me, screaming. I started squeezing.
What were you squeezing?
The trigger, I wasn't even looking at it. I figured it was like 2 feet.
Do you remember how many times you squeezed the trigger?
Just until they quit.
Okay.
No, like 3-9 round clip with one in the chamber.
A 9-round clip with one in the chamber. Okay.
That makes 10, I know this.
And so you pulled the trigger at least 10 times to make it empty.
Yeah, not back. But like I said, he was already pointing at me. I thought I was shot. Already.
So help us understand, because we weren't there.
I don't know why he put down to me so bad. I don't know.
Okay, so you pulled it till it locked back, then tell us what happened. Tell us what you did then.
My wife was screaming. She was screaming at the top of her lungs. She didn't have nothing to do with it. I told her, I said, just get away from me. I don't want to hurt you too. And she took off running.
Were you gonna hurt her too?
I don't know. I don't know. I was so scared.
Alright, so she ran. Did she run off then when you told her to?
Yeah, she took off running. I think she might have come back before I was gone, and I screamed at her to get away from me. I'm a monster. I said, that right, took off running again.
Okay.
I haven't seen her since. I just want to tell her about what I'm sorry. Does anybody know where she is?
What you keep saying your wife? What is her name?
Her name's Erica. Sound really cool. Kay.
Okay, Erica. What?
Castro.
Oh,
And she's still technically married to her ex-husband. We're trying to get a divorce. So it's Castro House. She didn't have, she don't even know I own a gun.
She didn't know you owned a gun?
She don't even know I own a gun.
All right, so walk us through. She, according to you, she's run off. She's not there now. What did you do?
Only thing is I got to hide him. I didn't mean to do it.
When you say you gotta hide him, who are you talking about?
The officer.
Okay. So one of the questions I had is when he walked up to the car, you knew and identified him as a police officer, is that correct?
Yes, I know he was an officer.
Did you know him?
We've had a few. I wouldn't, like, for sure.
No, we know that.
But I mean, I understand if I'm doing something wrong or if I'm fighting with him or not being cooperative, right? I don't know.
Well, and that's what we're just trying to get an understanding of what happened.
He just started screaming out of nowhere at the top of his lungs.
You told us that, and now you said you had to hide him. You stopped after you said you squeezed the trigger and put the lock back, but so did he fall down? What happened?
I don't know. I didn't even look up for a whole minute. I was looking down. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh, he's coming for me. He's coming back for me.
Then what happened?
What'd you do?
And I got out of the car and went to look to see where it was. Because I didn't know.
Where'd you find her? Where was it?
He was laying behind the car a couple of feet.
Okay. Check on him? You go up to him?
I did. I went up to him and actually tried to give him CPR. Because I didn't want him to die. I didn't want to kill nobody, I swear.
Want to see him?
He scared me so bad.
I understand. You said that he scared you and that those things happen, but I want you to, can you look at me just for a second and stay with me just for a second? I understand you're upset. We're just sitting here talking to 3 grown men in a room, we're just having a conversation, okay? But when I have a conversation with somebody, I want to talk about things that are real, okay? I want to talk about things that happen, and I want you to, because I'm not going to pull any punches with you, I'm not going to hide anything from you, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to treat you like a man, okay? And I'm going to tell you the truth. Will you do that for me? Will you tell me the truth?
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, well,
I didn't want him to die, I swear.
I understand you may say that, okay?
He just scared me. He scared me so bad.
But you said you give him CPR now.
I pushed his chest down or two. The compression to see if I just his neck, he was gone. It was hurting him.
I want to understand that we're not down there, so we weren't there, but I need to understand that I'm getting the truth from you, okay? And that's the best thing for you is in here is to tell us the truth, because we just want this to be over with, okay?
I pushed his chest back. It went from 5 to 10 times. It just leaves you.
Then what you did?
Once you knew he was dead, what'd you do?
I pulled his truck down.
Can't hear you, Steve.
I pulled his SUV down there and I put him in the back seat.
How'd you do that?
Pick you up with your front seat.
Why'd you do that?
What else was I supposed to do from that point on?
Is that what you were talking about when you said you had to hide him? So walk us through that. Walk me through loading him up. You know what?
It was so heavy. Just picked him up and
Did you try to make him lighter? Take things off of him?
no. I didn't take nothing off of him. I picked him up and I put him one way I could get him in there was to roll him in there. He was upside down.
Okay. Then what happened? I'm sorry.
And I left with him.
Where'd you go?
I don't even know exactly where I went. I don't even know exactly where it was.
You know about how long you drove?
I seen the field and I cut off through.
Alright.
And I cut off through another one.
You don't have to speak up, Stephen.
And then I cut off through another one.
Another what?
Another field. He said, I don't even know where I was.
In that drive time between loading him up and getting to the field, what happened in the car? What'd you do?
The radio kept going off.
Radio kept going off? No, I'm not telling you this to be it, we need you,
The
'cause
radio kept going off, and so I answered it. I know
you knew what?
I remember seeing the number on the car, it was car 500.
Car 500.
So I would answer to his key.
What'd you say on the radio?
Told him I was fine. Remember, I told him I had one in custody and went around to jail.
Say that again. I keep asking that because I literally have a hearing issue.
I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm fine from dozing.
Okay, it's okay, I
I'm so
understand.
tired.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm not trying to be mean.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I answered that I had one in custody and was bringing me in. Told him before I didn't need no more assistance.
Did you have any other conversations with anybody besides the radio or do anything or?
What's that?
Nothing.
You want you another donut?
Still got something to drink here? A little bit?
Oh, sorry, I'm
Well, I understand you're tired. I get that. I'm tired myself.
Yes,
I've
sir.
been up just as long as you have.
I've been laying for 4 days.
I'm in the same clothes that I was in the day this happened, just like you are.
And I don't know.
You know, like
I
I
don't
said,
even know exactly where it was. I took him far enough. I cut through a couple of fields.
when you got down there, what happened? Just walk us through. Take your time.
I remember pulling the GPS tracker off of the diagnostics board.
You pulled the GPS tracker off the what?
Off the diagnostics board in the truck.
Where was that at? Where'd you have to get to?
It's trailing.
Hey, try to sit up for me. Hope you did. That's all right. That's if we could.
It was It's right under the dash when you plug in the diagnosis.
Like under the steering wheel?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so you pull the GPS off of it. What happened then?
Stephen, can I be honest with you? Okay, I know you're tired, but
I'm sorry.
I know, but you just got discharged, and I know, and Nathan knows, and I know you weren't giving any narcotics in there to make you sleepy.
I know,
I know you're tired, but this is your opportunity to tell us your side of the story, and we'd like to get your side of the story, but we need to get through it, all right? And then, okay.
I pulled the GPS and I started looking around the truck.
What we're looking for?
I just looking to see what's there. I didn't even have an idea. I was just looking.
Okay. How long did you look?
About 5 minutes.
Alright.
I took it for his cell phone.
How'd you do that?
With the pocket knife I had.
With the pocket knife you had?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could get a pocket knife.
Okay. Stevie?
Filmed this is backup weapon. It's 380.
Say that again, I didn't hear
I
you.
found his backup weapon, a 380.
Where'd you find that?
It was magnetized to the dashboard or the center console.
Okay. What'd you do with that gun?
I took it with me and I figured I could sell it or something and get some money.
Okay. So you had the intention of selling it to get you some money?
But
Is that right?
yeah,
Okay.
I knew I had to get out of here.
You had to get out of town?
I didn't mean to kill him. But
Well,
I
don't.
I swear.
We may come back to that. We'll circle back to some stuff. We'll ask you some questions, but I want you to feel comfortable to get your story out there. Just get it. Just let's finish it out. Let's finish it out till you get to today, okay?
I never got out. And I opened his door. And
Which door?
back door.
Where you put him? Okay.
Go ahead,
Keep
Steve.
going.
I opened it.
You opened what?
His door.
Oh, okay.
And it was suddenly
I didn't hear you.
it was suddenly even.
Hey, Stephen, look at me, buddy. I'm sorry, man. That's okay. I'm sorry. But that's why I'm leaning closer
I'm
to
sorry.
you. What did you say?
I was thinking about it getting evening time when I think it might have been getting dark. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Okay. Keep going. What happened? Just
I started to take his pistol. I pulled it out.
Pulled it out of where?
Out of his house and his two boots.
you took the gun out of the holster.
And then what?
You took his clips out of his pouch. I mean, I don't want this to be my words. I want this to be your. You did do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I thought I don't need to take it. His service officer or his serviceman.
What'd you do with it?
I flew it. Got me in a retriever, I got the shirt down his leg.
Say that again. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't drop it. I think I would put it back into the truck or drop it down beside
Dropped it down to where?
the truck outside. I can't remember which one I did.
Okay.
I remember I was like, no, I need to take a service for his service. And
All right, come on, pick your head up, stay with us. You with me? Like he said, there's nothing that should be making you sleep. I mean, I understand you're tired,
I know, but you did get some sleep a while ago, so.
Scoot your chair up a little bit, that way you can support your back a little bit. That way
You want me to scoot it behind you, buddy? I mean, I can help you out.
I know you kinda
You want
tired, but you had some fluids.
me to scoot it up some more, man? Yeah. Okay, tell me when.
That's good.
You good? That doesn't hurt you, does it? Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I dropped it. I can't remember if I put it back in the truck or if I just dropped it outside. I kept, I kept the 2 clips for it.
You did keep those?
I did keep those.
All right, so now you
I get the box of bullets
from where?
out of the cab.
Was it in the front of the driver or the passenger seat?
It says in the center between the front and passenger seat.
Okay.
I started thinking about shows I watched, CSI and stuff like that.
Okay.
What show?
CSI, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you start thinking about those for? It's up.
I know forensics was gonna come in.
Speak up a little bit.
I know forensics was gonna come in.
Okay. And what do you know? What made you think about forensics? Just killed a cop. So forensics made you think about what? Proof?
Yeah, fingerprints, stuff. You know what I mean?
What?
In the vehicle.
Okay. And why were you thinking about fingerprints and stuff like that?
Because you don't have everywhere and stuff. Like, I wasn't planning on killing him. Like I said, I never meant to kill him. I never thought about killing him. It hurt nobody.
We understand.
It's not my place to judge, okay? I'm just here for you to talk.
I found some paperwork sitting on fire.
You know what kind of paperwork it was?
I don't know. It's just paperwork. Just pieces of paper.
From his vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you do with that paperwork?
It's on fire. Stowed them in the back seat and stowed them in the driver's seat.
You tried to set two separate fires? Is that what I'm understanding? Where were the fires at?
One in the back seat, one in the front. One in the back seat and one in the front seat.
Okay.
And the fire in the back seat, where was it at?
I saw the toss them in
Did you toss it on Daniel?
there. Not necessarily on him.
Just in the back
He's
seat?
in the back seat.
Okay.
You know, just in the back seat.
Okay. So when you got that done, what happened?
I grabbed my backpack and took off.
Okay.
You took off?
Took off.
Where did you take off to?
Stated.
To the field. I don't even know where I was. I just took off to the field.
And why did you take off?
So it was to do. Take off on foot.
You said that you didn't have any conversation. Did you call for help?
I didn't.
You gotta speak up for me, okay?
I just took off.
So you didn't call for help?
No.
Did you talk anymore on the radio?
No.
Did you have a cell phone?
No.
You said you destroyed his phone, is that right? You didn't have another cell phone? And so tell me again, why did you try to set the fire?
Just some things I've seen, heard about.
What was that? What were you trying to do?
Maybe it was somebody.
You gotta speak up, okay?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sir?
I don't know, just maybe get rid of everything. I don't know.
Get rid of everything like what?
Everybody. That's a scary situation, man. Just trying to spend the day with my mom. Crazy shit.
So you just ran for the next 2 days? Where'd you go? What, did you go any certain place?
I'm running to the fields and to the woods and made it to the swim spot.
Someone's what?
I made it to the swim spot that I just found it and
What? Speak up. You made it to a spot. What?
at the creek, down to there, and I found a spot in the creek. And it's like a root ball from a tree.
Okay.
And I got up underneath it.
Did you just stay there?
I just stayed there.
Until when? Alright, Steve.
About
Can't be that tired, okay?
I'm just, I don't even know where the creek is. I know it's there towards the fields.
Did you go down the creek? Did you travel down the creek?
A little bit,
A little bit?
yeah. And then I found this spot. It was a root ball.
Okay, we got past the root ball. What happened after you left the root ball spot?
I got up underneath. I stayed.
You stayed there? I know you said you stayed there a little bit, but then
I mean, I just.
how did we get here today? I mean, what? Stephen,
I got out.
you got out of the root ball.
I was freezing. Been in there freezing.
Okay. Where'd you go?
Right on down. Tried to do it.
I'm sorry. Speak up.
Right on down the creek a little bit. I got out on land.
Come out on land.
And I just took off and went through there. I crossed a couple of fields.
Stated.
And then, I got on the side of the
have to speak up, buddy. We cannot understand you. I know you're tired, but
I come across a couple more fields. I could barely walk, and my body was hurting so bad.
what was your body hurt for? Being in that creek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still have your backpack with you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So,
And just carry it.
getting hard to carry?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're almost there.
I remember I was trying to cross this gate.
You climbed across the gate?
And then I was trying to cross the road.
Come on, speak
I
up.
was going across the road where I crossed the gate. And whenever I crossed the road, I got so dizzy.
You say you got dizzy?
I got so dizzy.
Slow down.
And
You gotta speak up, okay?
this, I don't know how really again. I remember it's falling down on the side of the road. And
Is that it?
yeah, the station.
Okay.
I woke up to the station.
Woke up to a state trooper? And that's how we got here.
Hey, Steve, let me just, like Nathan told you, we gain nothing by lying to you, all right? That's not how we operate. It's not how I operate. It's not how Nathan operates. And, he asked you to be honest with us. And that's what we expect in return.
You listening?
Yeah, so I need you to kind of pay attention a little bit and listen to me, all right? So, I appreciate you sitting down and talking with us. There's a couple of things that I'd like to go back and talk about that you mentioned. You mentioned that you were in your car and you had told the officer that you had a friend on the way. Who was that? Did you have a friend on the way?
Yeah, I called Mrs. friend of mine.
You gotta speak up, buddy.
I called Mrs. friend of mine on Facebook and they said they were sending somebody.
I didn't catch the name.
Mrs.
I messaged.
Oh, a message.
Yeah.
Who did you message?
Kind of rather not put a bunch of people's names in this.
Well, they're not in any trouble.
Yeah.
That's not the thing. It's not about that. And this goes to show that you're telling us the truth. If you have a friend.
Cynthia. And she was supposed to be sending my buddy Wink out with me with a tire.
Cynthia who?
Last night.
Let me show you that I'm not lying to you. You messaged Cynthia Grady, didn't you?
Yeah.
And she dates Tony,
Yeah.
that old man that's in prison, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So see, I'm not lying to you. I'm not trying. I just want
I
you.
couldn't remember
I
her name.
understand that. And I'm just showing that that's what we want from you, is that we want you to tell us the truth.
I just couldn't remember
And then-
last night.
Okay.
And there are things that we know that we're not telling you we know because that's just not how we do things. I don't want to put words into your mouth. If you're giving your side of the story, I want it to be your side of the story. But that brings us to the next question that I have. And you had talked about after you got your gun, you squeezed the trigger, you said you got out of the car. When did you get out of the car and how did you get out of the car?
The pliers.
Uh-huh.
I actually sit in the car a few minutes.
Okay.
And before I got out. And I used the pliers to get out.
What was Erica doing?
And she was freaking out.
What do you mean by freaking out?
She was screaming and she was freaking out.
Was she saying anything?
She was just screaming. What did I do? What did you do? What did you do? She kept asking me.
Okay.
And then that's when you got out, take me back through that. You said you got out and you did what?
Went to go check on him.
Now before, I want to give you an opportunity to remember correctly and be honest. Look at me now, please. Because you're trying to be honest, as you're saying. You want to be up front, but I want to give you an opportunity because we know certain things about those sequence events. We don't know everything, but we know certain things.
I did go over to check on him.
Okay.
And I pushed on his chest a couple
Okay.
times. He didn't have no pulse.
Okay. But what did you do when you went over to him? What else did you do? Be honest.
After I realized he was dead,
Yeah.
I did put 2 more in his head just to make sure.
You did what
I
now?
did put 2 more in his head just to make sure.
2 more what?
Bullets.
So, alright, so we need to back up a little bit, okay?
I just never remember.
That's fine.
That's exactly what we're talking about, because I can't remember yesterday or the day before that well either, okay? But before, and that's what Jim was giving you, that opportunity.
I
Let's get
just never remember.
Okay, so-
I did check his chest. I did.
Okay.
If he would have been alive, I would have saved him.
Well, let's don't focus on that right now. Let's go back to the car, okay? You're in the car, right? And you pull the trigger. So you don't pull the trigger till it's empty, correct?
I thought I did.
You thought you had. That's okay.
I just pulled the trigger a bunch of times. I remembered that.
Okay. It's anytime, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I've been shooting a lot, but I don't remember how many times I pulled the trigger all the time, okay? So you pull the trigger, you get out, you go down there. So let's get the sequence of events right, okay?
I did. I went down there and I checked on him. I pushed on his chest a couple of times and all the blood just was pouring out the back of his head.
Say that again?
Every time I pushed on his chest, blood would pour out of his head.
Okay.
He didn't have no pulse. I knew he was done. I'm expired and rescued.
Okay.
So walk us through the 2 more rounds. You said you.
It might only been one even.
Okay.
I can't remember.
That's okay. Let's remember it accurately. Where'd you put the gun?
Where'd I put the gun?
Show me where you put it to do that. Show me on your face, on your head, where you did
I
that.
just backed up from a couple of steps and pointed it and closed my eyes and pulled the triggers.
Show me how you pointed it.
And just
Like,
I was on the back and away from a couple of feet.
Yeah. David? Well, I'm being honest with you now. I hope you be honest with us. If you remember correctly, I told you there's certain things that we know. You mentioned the word forensically. So there's certain things that we know. All right? So I need you to remember correctly if you want to be honest. And rethink what you're telling us about what happened.
I did go check on him.
Okay, all right.
And sorry.
No, buddy. I'm sorry. That was my foot. I'm
I
sorry.
realized I realized there wasn't no saving him. I backed up. I think I was on his side. And I wanted to close my eyes and pull the trigger. I I think it might have been twice. Just,
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I guess from that point on, when I realized how bad it was, you know, it's like a dog, you don't let it suffer, you make sure, you know. I didn't want the man to suffer. If I checked his pulse and he didn't have one, and but still to do it, you know. I didn't want him to be feeling anything, be hurting. Just in case, I wouldn't want to lay there and suffer with you.
No, I wouldn't.
Make sure I mean, I didn't want him to be dead, but just in case something somewhere was still working, I wouldn't want to feel all that.
So your intention at that time was to make sure that that didn't happen?
I didn't want him to suffer. I wouldn't want to suffer.
Okay. You know, I don't want to suffer.
But like I said, he didn't have a pulse. He wouldn't. It's just. I wouldn't want to suffer. You know, I wouldn't want to make nobody suffer.
You're talking, I'm not judging you, okay? Just
I'm so sorry.
be accurate, okay? I'm sorry.
Please just kill me. Please, I don't want to live with this. I've never been this happy.
That's not why we're here.
I never wanted to hurt him. I never hurt nobody.
When you and Erica are in the car, well, what are y'all talking about when he's walking around the car? You said he was walking around the car, so at times he wasn't talking to y'all. What were you and her talking about?
When we first started flipping out on the back or on the driver's side to come around, I'm telling us, she's like, I don't like it, I'm scared. What's wrong? I said, I don't know, baby, just stay calm and cooperate. That's what I told her. I said, just stay calm and cooperate. I don't know what's going on.
And what did she do?
And she was cooperating.
Okay. Did y'all do anything inside the car? I mean, when you're sitting in the car, I mean...
No, he walked
When I
up.
saw the car and there were some shoes in there, did y'all like put your shoes on? Did you... I mean, I'm sure y'all knew how the car looked like.
Yeah, we've been staying in the car for a day or two, but I don't think... Nothing like it.
She wear her hair up or down or...
She wears it up. I think she might have put her hair up or something. You know?
Why would she put her hair up?
She's but she's particular about her hair, man. She's got the most beautiful. It's so soft.
You don't know why she put her hair up?
I mean, her hair might have been down. Or just, you know, really make it halfway nice. She's just a woman, you know. She likes her hair to look nice.
Were you getting ready for something, or?
We just. She just woke up. She'd been asleep in her passenger seat.
I mean, you're out there kind of in the middle of nowhere, being confronted by a law enforcement officer, and y'all are having a conversation. I mean, kind of middle of an interaction with him, and she puts her hair up. Why does she do that?
She's particular. See, her hair.
Did y'all talk
And her
about something that
eyebrows.
makes her think to put it up, or?
No, it just one of the very first things she does every day, you know, is put her hair up, and you know, she keeps her eyebrows shaved, she pencils on her eyebrows every day, very first, the morning routine, you know.
Okay.
It's the very first thing she does, always put her hair up, fix her eyebrows.
Stephen, if you don't care, show me how you pushed on his chest. Kind of demonstrate to me how you pushed on his chest. When you said you were former fire and rescue.
Yeah, because first I had the gun in my hands, so I just laid across and pushed.
How many times?
Anywhere from 5 to 10. I think it was 8. To be exact, because you're supposed to push 8.
But
It wasn't. Like I said, every time I pushed, it's more blood.
did you push on his chest before or after the 2 rounds?
Before I backed up, I walked over to him and pushed, and he didn't, like I said, it wasn't nothing but pouring more blood out of him. And I touched his neck, and it was no heartbeat. And there was no breath at all.
When you said you attributed that to like a what? That it was, you didn't want it to be like a...
With the last 2.
No, you said you didn't want him to lay there like what?
I didn't want him to, if there was any part of his brain or anything, it was still alive. I didn't want him to be suffering. His body, I mean, like I said, he didn't have no pulse. He wasn't breathing. If there was any part of him still alive, I didn't want him to be suffering. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't want to suffer like that. It's...
So after that's over, what's your thought process when you go to get his car? You said you went and got his SUV. What was you thinking about?
Getting him out of there. Just getting him out of there.
All right, so you're running to his vehicle, Stephen. You've been paying attention really good. I mean, your head's been up, your eyes. So stay with me, okay? Look at me, and so when you ran his vehicle, when did you tell Erica to take off?
You can tell I told her to just get away from me, just go, just leave. She didn't have nothing to do with it, man. She didn't even know I owned the gun.
Okay. So did you tell her when you went to get his vehicle, or did you tell her before that, or?
Whenever I went, cause she was in shock, cause she was scared to death.
So you don't know exactly when you told her to go?
I just told her to go. I told her to take the car and just go somewhere. Just go. I think I actually told her to go tell y'all I did it and she had nothing to do with it.
Alright, so you get down to him.
I pulled down her knee and I picked him up and I loaded him in his back seat.
How'd you pick him up?
Put under his arms. I picked him up so high, then trying to just roll him the rest of the way.
You tried to what?
I picked him up by under his arm, and then I kind of rolled him the rest of the way. Because whenever I picked him up, I couldn't get him up high enough to sit on the seat. I laid him on the seat, and then whenever I heard the bottom end, put it in there. His head went down to the floorboard.
His head went in the floorboard?
His head went in the floorboard, and I was trying to move the way of his body to draw him on in there.
Okay, so you've got him in the vehicle. You said you don't really know where you drove to. You get down there and...
Actually, I went...
Now remember right, did you get his service weapon where you took him, or did you take his service weapon before that?
Where I took him to.
You took it out then?
Yes, after I took me to where I was going.
Did you try to get it before then?
No.
And did you take the extra, what do you call them, clips?
Mm-hmm.
At that time too?
Yes.
And you kept those?
Yes.
But you didn't keep his service weapon? And I'm asking that because, look at me, okay? It's really important. It'd be really important to probably show some good faith on your part. If you took that gun...
Actually, I had it in my backpack and I took it back out.
When did you take it back out?
Right there whenever I was at the spot where I took him to.
And you did what with it?
I took it. Put it in my backpack.
Okay, you took it, you put it in your backpack.
Clips up the gun on my back.
Speak up, okay?
I put the two clips for that in my backpack too.
And what'd you do with it?
And I was like, no, it's not right. And I took his gun and I left. I can't remember if I put it in a little box or just in the floorboard or right outside the truck. I can't remember.
So you gonna get that shot? You think you put it in the glove box, possibly?
No, that's what I'm saying. I took it out of my backpack. I don't remember if I laid it in the back seat with it. Or if I just dropped it outside of the truck.
Like dropped it right outside the truck?
Yeah, and then I dropped it right outside of his truck. Or I might put it back in there. I don't.
You didn't take it with you?
No, I did not take it with me. I took the 380 with me
And the clips?
and the clips. But I didn't take his
You didn't take his
also. Or his service 9mm. I didn't take it with me.
Stephen, you still here?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right, so I'm like Jim, and I'm gonna reiterate what he said to you, okay? And I want you to listen to me. That I really appreciate you sitting down with us and talking to us, and that I hope you've seen that we're not here to judge you, okay, Stephen? And it's not about that, okay?
Listen up, Stephen. It's important.
And that you've done, you treated me with respect, and you told me some things about what's happened. And you've been accurate in some things. And I keep saying that word accurate because I don't want to sit here and say that I think that you're being dishonest with me on purpose, okay? It's been a long couple of days, I understand that. And your memory may not be the best. But there's still some details about what we've been talking about here that are not right, okay? And I think you know that. Because at that point, when you see that those details aren't correct, you know that. Because it's hard to say. It's hard for you to tell that. It's hard for anybody to tell when they've done something wrong. Okay? Stephen? You listening to me? Okay. That's just hard, I'm used to people looking at me, and I understand that. I don't want you to look at me and think that I'm sitting here judging you, because I'm not. I know it's hard, you may think it's hard to look me in the eye, but I'm going to have the utmost respect for you if you sit here and talk to me with your, looking at me in the eye and telling me the truth, okay? But the details don't add up about the things at the car, okay? I'm being honest with you. So it comes around the car.
It comes around the
And
car.
I'm using your words, okay?
And
you pulled the trigger.
he's yelling and he's pulling on her to get out. And like I said, my gun was all the way up under the seat. I know he hadn't seen it.
And when you get out of the car, when's the next time that you pull the trigger?
After I walk over and check on him.
Let's go back before that, okay? When you get out, I'm going to ask you a question. When I ask you a question the second time, it usually means that I'm giving you an opportunity to think about that for a second. When you get out of the car, when did you pull the trigger again? When's the next time that you pull the trigger? And be honest with me.
I can't remember. Honest to God,
You can't remember?
I'm pretty sure it was after I checked on him, but I'm not positive.
So you think,
It's man,
I know it's
I can't
hard,
remember.
and I understand.
I was out there, but I was zooming. But it was from the time that I actually pulled the trigger to whenever I was putting him in. It's such a. I remember checking on him, but I can't, honest to God, I can't remember. I don't remember, honestly. I don't think I did, but I can't say that for positive. I remember checking on him. And I remember to find him Wednesday because I didn't want him to go
Well,
up front.
And I told you I'd have the utmost respect for you, and I've sat here and I've let this, we've listened to you, and I've listened to your story a couple of times, okay? Probably more than a couple of times, but I kind of want you,
But I can't
I want you to
remember
understand
exactly.
something. I want you to be honest with me. I want to ask you one question, or I'm going to make a statement. You did not check on him, okay? I know that. Don't worry about that no more. You didn't check on him, okay? So I want you to understand that we're not here to judge you, I'm not here to, but you didn't check on him, okay? And I don't really want you to say that anymore because that's not the truth.
I could have swore I did. I can't. And like I said, it's such a blur.
Well, let me kind of give you something that maybe this will ease your mind, maybe this will make you feel a little bit better about talking about it accurately, but it's over with.
I know.
There's nothing that we can do to change it.
I can't. I'll be honest with you. It's just from the time he opened the passenger door, and
I'm not going to judge you
waves.
if you sit here and say, yeah, I did it, and that,
I admit I did it. I admit I did it, but I honestly, God,
but don't tell me that you
remember.
checked on him.
I could have swore I did. I could have swore I did.
Because there ain't no reason to play that up. There's no reason to try to show that
No,
you
I
haven't
swear.
did it.
I could have swore I checked on him. Maybe it's just in my head. I'm not. Like I said, I
Give
just.
you that. I think you probably
just-
think you should have checked on
I
him, but you
just
didn't.
don't.
We understand that you're saying that, but you say you can't remember yet. There's a whole lot of other details that you do remember. So that's why it's kind of hard for us to really believe that portion. And there is, we have evidence that we are looking at that we know you didn't check on. And that's why we're.
I swear, she didn't know. She didn't even know.
Okay, I'm not worried about Erica. I'm here talking to Steve. I don't care about Erica. You can care about her, that's fine, but I'm not gonna take your words for her. That's not her, that's not your story to tell. I'm not gonna listen to her words about you. That's why we're sitting down as men to have you tell your story.
I mean, I wasn't planning on killing him. I swear. It just, he started screaming. I never intended to pull my gun on him at all. At all.
You decided to.
Whenever
So when did you
started,
decide to pull your gun?
whenever he reached for his and was pulling her out of the car, it scared.
But he was on her side of the
He
car.
was on her side of the
And
car.
he was just reaching for his gun.
He
And you
was.
decided
He
at
was
that
like.
point to pull yours.
He was.
Well, I'm gonna make another statement to you.
He was.
He wasn't trying to pull her out of the car.
He was.
I know
reaching
that.
For her door or whatever, and
No,
I
he didn't
remember
try to pull her out of the car.
I told her to get it. I thought it was. I see him pulling on her door or something. I can't remember. I remember seeing him. He had one hand forward and was pulling on.
He had one hand forward.
He had one hand forward and the other hand went towards his gun. And I swear there was no. I hadn't reached for mine or touched mine or anything at that point until he reached for his.
Okay. Well, here's something that we need to discuss then, okay? Because me and Jim have been.
Because mine was way up under the seat.
Okay, but listen to me for a second. Me and Jim have sat here and we've been patient. I mean, I'm not yelling at you. You're not yelling at me, and I really appreciate that. You're not upset with me. You know, a lot of people think that I'm to blame, that I did something
I
wrong
just
sometimes.
remember at that point in time, whenever he was over,
But you're not listening to me, okay? Is the fact that we've been patient and we let you tell your story and do things like that, but I'm going to give you a piece of information that you need to understand, and then maybe you'll rethink something, okay? I told you that, you know, sometimes people say this, there's only two people that know the story, and that's the two people that were there, right?
I
Right?
know he's got cameras and recordings and that.
You're right, he had a
I
camera,
know.
and I saw exactly what happened. I know exactly at what point you decided to pull your gun. I know exactly what point that you pulled the trigger the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time. And I know that when you say that you wanted to go over there and check on him, that you did treat him like a dog. And you put him down. Man to man, I want you to look me in the eye and tell me why. Why'd you shoot him in the first place?
I don't know. I just remember
But you decided to shoot him. Why did you decide to shoot him?
Were you mad at it?
No,
Were you
he
mad?
started, I got scared. I swear to God, when he started yelling and just shit, I scared the hell out of me. I don't know.
Let's go back to that again.
Yeah.
You said that he started screaming at you. I'll give you that. He started giving you some commands, did he not?
Yeah, I was trying.
Telling you to get out of the
I
car.
was trying. I had used the pliers to get the door.
What else did he tell you? He told you to get out of the car a few times. Get
Yeah,
out of the
I
car,
was
get out of the
trying.
car.
I was trying.
And I hear you say that. I'm trying. The door's messed up. I need to get these pliers.
And I got
What?
the pliers and he watched me. I was trying to.
Okay.
I said, fuck it, I'm going to get out of the
No. Stop right there. What did he do between the time that he said, I'm coming around, go out the passenger side, and then you said, I'm trying to get the pliers? What did he do? What did he tell you? He said, Steve, it's okay. Calm down.
And he just,
Didn't
I can't remember.
he? He stopped screaming.
I can't remember.
No, you remember, but it's you understand that he de-escalated. He started getting calm because you were like, I'm trying, and you know what he did? He believed you,
I really was trying to open the door.
and he
for him.
believed you. He believed that you were trying to get the door open, that the door was messed up.
And he, I was like,
And so what did he do? You know what he did. What did he do when he walked around the car? Where was his gun?
It was in his holster. At
So
that
what did he
point in
do?
time. I don't.
You said he pulled his gun.
Whenever he got around to the passenger side,
I'm not talking about at the passenger side. What did he do when the situation started coming down? He told you to calm down. It's okay. He told you it was okay.
I can't remember, being honest. I know. And I'm not even trying to lie. I just told
Well, I tell people all the time, they tell me those statements that they're trying to be honest or I'm not trying to lie. You either tell the truth or you don't.
I don't remember.
You're either honest or you're not.
I just remember he was loud and he was yelling.
He had been loud.
And he come around to the passenger side.
But he de-escalated that. He wanted you to be calm. He was looking out for your safety. He's checking on two people in a car. And he's checking on you. He's serving you. So again, I want you to pick your head up. I want you to look me in the eye. And I want you to answer two questions for me. When did you decide to shoot him and why?
When he put his hand on his holster.
He's a police officer. He already had his gun out at one point and he didn't shoot.
I know, Ed.
He already had his gun out at one point and you did not shoot him. Why?
I didn't see it.
Look at
I didn't see it. I swear I didn't see that gun out.
You did. He was standing right at your window, and he was telling you to get out of the car.
Oh, yeah.
So when did you decide to shoot him, and why?
I just remember I was spinning. And it was loud. I remember going back around the passenger side.
Just say it.
He was grabbing.
No.
I thought he was grabbing her and pulling her out of the car.
Don't say that.
I swear to God, it's what it looked like.
You may have thought that. Okay, I'll give you that.
I thought he was shaking her out of the car, and I got scared.
But when he come around there, what did you have?
I didn't have nothing.
No. Think about it. Think about that question. When he was standing at your window, and he came around, what did you have over him? You're a smart man. You're not. I'm not.
I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. What did I?
Because you didn't let him come up and start talking anymore. You didn't even shoot the window out of the car.
No, when this was rolled down, we don't have air conditioning.
They were rolled down part of the way.
Mine was.
So if you got scared, and I'm a police officer, and I trained to shoot, it's hard for me to shoot out of a car and not shoot the window out. But you were able to. Why? Because when you come around the car, what did you do? Again, I'm not judging, I'm not yelling, I'm just telling you.
I still had the pliers in my hand as he come around the car. I still had the pliers in my hand. I remember that. I had the pliers in my hand, and he got around, and I laid him down in the floorboard.
And you said you were being cooperative with him, right?
I was trying to be. Yes, sir. I really was trying to be.
Well, there's that
He
statement.
had me spun out. I mean, I was. Look, I'm not.
Okay, so he asked you who you were, right? When he walked up, you knew he was a cop, and he was asking you who you were. Who'd you tell him you were?
I told him I was Scott Wiggins.
And what social security number did you give him?
Just one off the top of my head.
Just numbers off the top of your head? Is it close to yours?
Yeah.
What numbers did you give him?
Honest God, I can't remember them now.
Do you know your brother's social security number?
No.
Positive?
Awesome.
What's your social security number?
My social security number is 410
4.
517 or 52. No, 410 517 621 is my social.
And why would you give an officer that you say you're being cooperative with a fake name or a different name and a bad social security number?
I don't have a driver's license.
Well, we're gonna take just a break, okay? We're gonna take a quick break. We'll get you to another drink. Okay.
I don't have a driver's license.
I'm gonna change this battery. Because we don't want, well, we want your story. We want your, talk to you, so we're gonna change this out and we'll get you a drink. You want regular Coke again?
Sure.
Are you more than
over there too.
Those donuts?
Yes, I can.
I don't mind it. You good with it?
I don't like ones.
Okay.
Oh.
You alright?
Yeah. I could have got the door open and just run.
Okay, so it's another kind of interesting statement. What's a cooperative guy with law enforcement say that he just could have got the door off, open, he would have just run? Why'd you not want him to know who you were?
I just don't have a driver's license.
That's it? I'm just gonna be blunt with you. Kill the guy over not having a driver's license?
I got a bunch of violations against me on
How much paper you?
uh 5 and 10 and 3.
18?
And they're all consecutive.
We're just trying to understand, you know, what led you to make this decision?
I swear I never had from the get-go.
But you say that, and I hear you say that, but listen to me, I hear you say that, but I've heard you 2 times, I know for sure, maybe 3 times, but you've told us the gun was way underneath the seat.
Whenever he pulled up,
But see
I
what I'm
kicked
saying?
it up under my seat. Whenever he pulled up, I kicked it as hard as I could, as far up under my seat.
Why was it out in the first place?
Because I was actually out that way to sell some dope.
Especially in this day and age. So you carry a gun.
I swear I don't carry it. I don't carry it with the intentions of hurting nobody or nothing like it. I just.
You want it on the record?
We can talk off the record first.
All right, let's talk off the record. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll step across the hallway, please. All right, Mr. Evans, you want to state for the record what your position is, what you're asking.
Yes, Your Honor. We went to great lengths on this transcript to redact issues that would be, that Your Honor's already ruled upon, that would be unduly prejudicial to the defense in this case. One of those matters that was ordered to be redacted was the statement, "I was out that way to sell some dope." It is redacted in the written transcript, which was submitted to Your Honor. And that statement was actually agreed upon with the state. That wasn't one in contention. That statement was just allowed to be heard by the jury, and they were all very receptive to taking that down. And that changes the entire dynamic of what this jury has been allowed to hear to this point. And Your Honor, it's more than unduly prejudicial for that fact to come out at this point. In that statement, now that they've heard it, that bell can't be unrung, and it puts this at completely just an untenable situation where it would result in an unfair trial for Mr. Wiggins. We would move this court to grant a mistrial.
Judge, we have gone to great lengths to do redactions in this case, and the transcript has been redacted multiple times, the audio has been redacted multiple times. I did hear the word dope at the end of that as the redactions were moving forward just now in court. However, there has been zero other evidence in this case about selling dope, about drug paraphernalia. We've edited all of that out. There's been no photographs introduced about drugs, drug paraphernalia, other than the scales. I don't know what the jury heard, if they heard anything, if they were paying attention to that one word, but I do not believe that this changes the dynamic of the case. What the jury has heard is the CAD report and the testimony from Cheatham County 911 that the day before the man was assaulting his girlfriend in a hotel and stole her car and had a pistol. That's what they're thinking about, not him selling dope. Selling dope in this is just an excuse as to why he murdered a police officer. This is not this. In fact, I don't even think it's worthy of a curative instruction. That would just ring the bell with the jury. I think it's a minor issue and does not rise to the level of declaring a mistrial in this case.
All right, well, we're in our afternoon session, so we'll take our recess and let me consider this issue, and then we will come back. We'll be in recess for as long as it takes.
All rise.
Recording stopped.
This court is in recess.